dashes forward. I like the challenge.
Trung came out a lot in Tekken 6. I didn't really hear of Trung when he really started getting good and getting his name out there.
Tekken is kind of like a fast-paced chess game.
Wow! Beat him to the punch. Beautiful. Maximo combos at the wall. Double red Luke and all the way. Wow!
We spoke about Trunky before he came up to the stage, and now you're seeing it in action versus the Tekken World Tour Champion.
So he loves the game. Loves the game.
So Trunky has been doing this for quite some time. Please don't sleep on him, man. You see how he punched him?
Get ready for the next battle.
My name is Trung Mai. I go by Trungy in the fighting game community, FGC or Tekken. Growing up, I was raised by pretty much my brother, who I just followed around all the time, and he hung out at the mall. And he pretty much left me at the arcade and then went and hung out with his friends. The game that had the largest line when I was there was Tekken. So to make my $2 last, I would have to play Tekken and try and beat as many people as I can and make my $2 last.
It was kind of disconcerting because I was 15 or 16 and he was about 5 or 6 years younger, and you know, as a teenager, I thought, hey, I'm pretty good at this game, and then all of a sudden this kid is coming in and just laying waste to everyone that plays this game.
New wall bounce, or east wall bounce.
Jesus.
He still got a bar.
I made the move list, I wrote them down, and then there were other people in the arcade that noticed that I had like notes and move lists, so they were asking if they could buy it from me, so I started selling move lists to other people that went to the arcade. The very first tournament I went to was a tournament in Nashville, which I pretty much just told my parents, hey, I'm gonna go camping with a friend, or I'm going to a friend's house. I ended up winning that tournament and really liked how it felt, got money for it. So I continued doing that, but that was when I kind of like hit a wall, because I was good enough to beat people around in like my area, but I wasn't good enough to do well in like big tournaments. And for years, I traveled to go to many different tournaments. And it wasn't until about 2009, they had 2 international players from Korea come to an event called Final Round.
We're here at Final Round 2019.
Korea has been dominating Tekken for 15, 20 years or so.
Careful, one more, he can end it here. Q-dance! Tsunami punish! We have an animal of a champion here.
Me and Josh had to just make a random team, and then we got matched up against the Korean team first round of the tournament. Everybody had their hopes down, but in the end, I ended up beating the whole team.
He was one of the first people to actually beat the Koreans. We gave him the nickname the Korean Killer.
Downstairs. Again. Double rebuke. What did I say? What did I say?
You said it, one of the best geese in the world.
The goose is loose. A lot of the geese players right now are geese players. Trunky in particular is a Tekken player using geese. So all those other ones, you know, the geese, they just go by this. His is loose. If he touched you twice, you might die. That's facts.
I made it a point to go to every single one of those MLGs. That was pretty much the peak. It took many years to wait for like Tag 2 to come out, and when that came out, I did pretty well. I got my first real sponsorship by Perfect Input.
Wow, I have never seen that before.
Wow. What is going on?
What is going on?
Wow.
But sadly, my career in Tag 2 didn't really last too long. I was in a relationship that wanted to take up more of my time. That relationship didn't really go too well. It eventually kind of just passed. I moved to Atlanta, which was pretty much a no-brainer for me because a lot of my friends lived there and there's a big Tekken community.
Atlanta's known for having Tekken houses. I moved down here, I'm going to the East Point Tekken house, and I see this swole guy with this short Asian guy come in the house.
When I first met Trung, he was weirdly quiet. Which is funny because when you get to know him, you'll notice that he's like a super quick wit and he'll snap back and all this other stuff. But I was like, damn, why is this guy? And he's so quiet. He's just killing everybody.
I was like, who's this quiet guy that's like so good at Tekken that I had never really heard much of before? And he actually beat the hell out of me.
Beat his ass one time in the tournament. He know what I'm talking about. No rounds browned him, but Gio is his older brother, and he definitely vouched, giving him all the excuses in the world. So we got history, though. I think probably a decade plus.
After like about a year and a half, 2 years, I had to make a choice of what I wanted to do. And I mean, I wanted to stay and be there with all my friends, but I also had to go back to Knoxville to help take care of family too. It was sad because I went from playing all, you know, the best all the time to now back in Knoxville where there's not many Tekken players at all.
I met Trung at a club in downtown Knoxville. He was the first Asian that I've ever met in Tennessee.
My girlfriend and I went to Orlando.
Basically, I asked him one day, you know, what's your dream? What do you want to do for the rest of your life? You know, what's your goal? What's the big picture?
I mentioned to her that, hey, I used to compete in professional video game tournaments, and she's like, why don't you do that anymore?
He's a little bit doubting whether he should go back in the scene or not. And I was like, well, why not? You know, what's there to lose? If it's something that you're very passionate about, something that you're really good at, that you want to pursue, maybe, you know, you can do something really good with it.
And I said, I don't really have time to. And she said, well, when's the next one? And just so happened that CEO was on the same that weekend that where we were in Orlando. So she talked me into going to it.
We just saw Trunky. Even though we haven't seen him in a while, gameplay still just as sharp as ever. All right, here we go.
So entrant number 6, Trunky. Oh my goodness, and that's why Paul Phoenix is so good. Oh, great block!
Back 1, 2.
Oh my goodness, Jabailey!
Jabailey, first round over Trunky.
Oh, gets caught.
I like the side step. Nice block right there.
Oh, just a bit. Oh, he's taunting him! Yo, taunt him some more! Taunt him some more! Oh my God!
My most memorable wins would be against John Ding at Strong Style, and then against Q-Duns, the Tekken World Tour champion.
This is big. This one does so much damage. So huge. So huge. Oh, the wall. Oh, he got it. He got it! Q-Dance is your global champion. And they torced
Trunky. I can tell you right now, he has some of the dirtiest tactics I've ever seen. On top of that, he came from playing Steve, so you know he knows how to throw some hands. Nice jump there.
This might be it. This might be the first time we're gonna have to see Q-Duns. Maybe he has to pick another character.
Man, like I said before, we spoke about Trunky before he came up to the stage, and now you're seeing it in action versus the Tekken World Tour champion.
Trunky not playing scared, but you gotta be scared of that electric guidance. Holy crap, that was quick.
Activate down. Maximo spins a little meter. He has 2 of them though. He can get a combo. Should have just did the standing 4, yeah.
Oh, ended him with the down forward one. And Trunky. And look at Trunky. He's trying to sidestep out of there. Uh-oh, that was a big mistake.
Yeah, you're going to see just how big of a mistake.
Uh-oh.
Look at the damage. Look at the damage.
Oh, look at this. What is he doing? Holy crap. Did you see that combo?
And then he hit him again on the ground. Look at him. Get up.
Shot. Get up. Oh, and that's going to be it. Trunky's going to take this round. One round away from eliminating our reigning world champion. Into back 4, now the mix-up. Goes for the broken plate. No punish. Oh, he gets the low instead. This is big.
Now, dog.
Is he going to be able to do enough damage?
Again.
Oh, my God.
I said stand
up.
up.
It's not enough. It's not enough. Q-Duns is smart. He chilled.
Q-Duns needs this round point to stay alive in the tournament.
But he still has 2 meters. He could put the hurt on in a major way. You can see a nice 80% combo out of nowhere. Uh-oh.
Now look at this damage. He's probably going to spin this ball in Raging Storm. No, but he drops.
Oh, never mind. He has another opportunity here. Big opportunity. He's punished it, and then he
Trunky eliminates UYU's Q-Duns.
My friends and I, we were all, you know, so shocked, ecstatic that, you know, I had won and made it to top 8. And we were celebrating. My buddies ran up on the stage, picked me up, and, you know, spun me around. I was like, whoa, I guess I really did just win. And that shock kind of stopped me from looking further and seeing who my next opponent was.
But it's like more people
The work never stops. And we just went and celebrated and didn't really take the time to study my next opponent.
USA versus Korea.
one of the kings.
I was very proud that I had already made top 8, but playing against Saint, I thought I would do so much better. From the second the round started, the first move I did, he was already 3 steps ahead of me, like moving out of the way and ready to kill me as soon as I did my first move. And that's when I started realizing, like, man, he's been watching all my previous matches.
There you go, Wild Rising 1.
Single jab. That's very hard to do against Geese. His jab recovers faster than other characters.
Boom, look at that. All that damage, 50% gone. And Trunks not even getting started yet.
Damn, Saint is rushing him down. It's like, that was a cool Geese out. You guys are giving this perfect.
It's like Saint is Devil Jin right now. What's going on? Trunky, slight life lead here. He's going to have to be ready for it.
2 bars to work with. This might be close to finishing it here, though, and that'll do it. Saint, 6 rounds straight over Trunky. That was a quick one.
Saint beat me 6 rounds straight. Like, he knew everything I was gonna do. After that loss, I was very disappointed in myself that I didn't take the time to mentally prepare and that I got complacent after my win against Q-Dance. Going into final round this year, I had people in my mind that I knew that I had to beat. I had focused on all those matchups. I had done my training with my friends in San Jose for a while. Getting there and meeting all of these fans, the people that, you know, are there to play Tekken, watch Tekken, and then just the overall support that I had the entire way through the tournament, the audience, all the fans, all the good luck. That's why I do this.
There, he caught him with the counter hit.
Oh,
caught him out of
air.
Caught him caught him when he messed up the Tiger Knee fireball there. Was able to tailspin. Oh, man, is Trunky going to finish? Is that enough?
He drops it.
No, it's getting punished.
Look out.
Oh,
the wall standing 4. He's in the corner. He's on timeout.
Oh, is this going to be it? Is he going to
Storm?
Oh, my God.
He's still alive. He's dead.
Joey Fury losing to Trunky, taking 3rd place.
It's always for the crowd. That's my play style. Me being able to bring entertainment to people watching, that's what esports is about, right?
Got him. Deadly.
Grave. And Trunky answering with a no-round round.
I've got a couple of dreams. I mean, that's one dream is to, win the Tekken World Tour, but there's several avenues I'm trying to get at. Moving on, I will probably try to be more of a coach or to help newer players, especially the ones around this area. I host a thing called the Dojo every Friday where I try to help the local players get better. So either try to land a role in an organization or some corporation that has to do with esports is probably my future goal. So if you want to come play Tekken, come to Battlefield Knox on Wednesdays, I'll teach you.